Everybody, this is my first video for the Art of Reefing series because on my Instagram I was getting a lot of questions, comments on what I do personally to set up my own nano tank and if I would do a how-to video to make it easy for everybody. So just a little bit of background on myself. I'm actually in sales. I have a full-time job, so this is just a hobby for me. So I wanted to make this as simple as possible so that anybody could follow it and have very high likelihood of success on their very first reef tank with no previous experience. Not necessarily owning a fish tank prior to this, but just wanting a mixed reef tank, anywhere from softies all the way up to LPS corals. So first episode today, we're going to talk about what equipment I use. So I personally use this rock insert. I actually got this one from Mariculture. It has 21 slots for different frags, for different corals. I like this one because it doesn't have any hitchhikers on there. Obviously it's pre-made, so you save yourself a lot of hassle down the road potentially, as opposed to a live rock. For my light, I use an AI Prime 16 HD, which you can pretty much grow any coral with this, all the way from SBS, the most difficult aquaporas, all the way down to softies and mushrooms. For the sand, I've chosen CaribSea. This is a Fiji pink. It's a heavy enough sand that it doesn't really blow around with the Wavemaker that I'm going to have in there. And it does a really good job with biological filtration, which we'll get to in a second. Lastly, I have my pump, obviously, that comes with the equipment in your all-in-one. This is a Fiji 10-gallon nano tank. You can also use a water box 10-gallon all-in-one tank, or even a 20-gallon same system, same water box, or a Fiji cube. I use this Koralia Hydor. This is a 240 gallon per hour model. Small enough, obviously, for the nano tank that's not going to be blowing everything around, but enough water circulation to keep everything healthy. And that's pretty much it for my setup. I'm going to show you now how I do my initial tank build from beginning to end. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with, one last thing, I forgot the heater. So out here in California, I don't run the heater very much, but some people do. So I have a 50-watt heater as well. Okay, so one of the keys to reefing is you're going to hear, a lot of people are going to say it's going to take a long time for you to cycle your tank, sometimes months, weeks for you to be able to cycle your tank. So what I use is a product from Fritz, Aquatics. It's called Turbo Start. It allows you to cycle your tank much faster. I've had tanks cycle as fast as 3 to 5 days, which I'll get into the cycle and why that's important. I use Algae Barn. They have an ultimate Refugium pack, which really helps with getting your nutrients, excess nutrients out of the system. It comes with these Mariculture blocks and the Turbo Start kit, everything you need to set up an ultimate Refugium in the back, which I'll get to in a second. So that's pretty much it for the equipment. It's already running in the all-in-one tank a filter sock for the mechanical filtration. We talked about using the Turbo Start, using the Mariculture, using the live sand as our means of biological filtration. And then as far as the circulation within the tank, we're going to obviously use a Koralia Hydor, 240 gallon Wavemaker, and then just the standard pump that comes with